Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wild Lacquer. In today's video we are doing my haul from the Polish Black Friday sale last year. I know I'm a little bit late filming a lot of my Black Friday sales, but we had quite a lot going on for the last couple of months as far as other hauls that I had, so they're still coming. So this one is from a few months ago. It did also come with a Black Friday gift with purchase that we'll see swatched as well. So we have quite a few colors to see, and if you are noticing the color range, you'll notice that there is quite a lot of redder tones in here, which is quite unusual for me. Our purples and blues down here at the bottom are outnumbered for once. So before we jump in, I just wanted to address my naked nails. I am prepping for a video where I will be doing a comparison of all of the blurring base coats. So I was taking off my previous mani to do that, and then I remembered that I was supposed to film more videos, so apologies about the naked nails, but that's why I don't have polish on today. In any case, the first polish that we're going to look at from Polish is this one called Calcifer, and if you are thinking, hey Caroline, you already have that one, you are correct, and you are ahead of me, because when she had her sale, I forgot that I had this one because I didn't purchase it directly from her. I got it through a mystery box, and I had not added it yet to my nail polish app that I use, which is a nail polish rack. So I didn't remember that I had it, so I ended up buying another one. So unfortunately, one of those will end up in my D-stash, but it is a beautiful color, which is why I wanted to grab it. So this is one of those colors that is a beautiful mix of a purple and a red. Reds, if you are new to my channel, aren't my favorite, but I absolutely love them when they're mixed with a purple particle or a purple component. In this case, you have this sort of purpley base, which I know is hard to tell in the bottle. So here on the neck, I think you can kind of see that purple tinge in the base, and that adds just such a beautiful depth to the nail that lets red particles glow off of it that I just cannot seem to get enough of. I have quite a few in this family of colors, and look at how glowy it is. You have this intense shifting shimmer, as well as the holographic flakies that are in here. I almost want to say there's a smaller particle size of hollow as well, because there's a lot of really beautiful sparkle in here. See down here, sort of the smaller twinkles. I think those might be a little hollow bits as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are hollow. So here is Calcifer in 2 coats. This one was beautifully opaque and of course a gorgeous color. I love how glowy this is. That purple base really adds a depth to this polish, and then you have that red shifting shimmer just popping off of it so beautifully. I love the combination of the hollow components to this one as well. Makes for such a beautiful juicy shade. So that first one was Calcifer. The second one is a very similar formulation as far as the components used. This one is called Dressing for Revenge, and I don't remember what collection this one came out in, but you have a very similar composition. You've got a berry shade base this time instead of the purple, and then you have a load of that glow again with that red pop and more of those hollow flakies. Those are one of my favorite components to see in polish if you are new to my channel. I love it in polish. I think it adds a beautiful look to the nail, kind of like a mini galaxy of stars on your nail. This particular shade is what I would almost describe as like a raspberry shade. It is really gorgeous. Here it is in 2 coats. Again, look how beautiful those flakies are on the nail. Absolutely stunning, and then that glow just pops off this color. I was actually a little bit worried when I unboxed the polish that it would be a lot more similar to Calcifer, but there is quite a difference once they're on the nail. You have that lighter berry shade, so more of a pink tone in Dressed for Revenge, whereas Calcifer, even though it does have a purple base, presents more as a red polish on the nail. So that one was Dressed for Revenge. Sticking with our pinks and reds, this next one is called Revealen. Revealen? I'm not actually too sure about the pronunciation on this one. Even though this one is pinker, you do still get that red orange feel about it around the edges especially. Again, you have a similar composition in that this one is loaded with those holographic flakies and a shifting shimmer. This one presents more as a gold across the face of the nail with some orange in it as well. This one was a bit outside my wheelhouse, but I do really like this almost pink lemonade, like electric pink lemonade shade that this one is, so I was really excited to see this one in person. And here it is in 2 coats. Again, the opacity on this one in 2 coats was just perfect. I don't really see anyone needing more than that to reach full opacity unless you have really, really long nails, or perhaps if you use really thin coats to paint your nails. But for my application, I was happy with it in 2. I love the little speckles of pink that you're getting throughout. I think that might be how the holographic flakies look in this one look. So there are more of that little pink scattering over the nail, and then you've got that orange popping through with that shimmer. Just a very unusual combination. I really, really like this one. So that one was Revealen. The next one is an even pinker shade. This one is called Once Upon a Dream, and this one is such a stunning shade. It is a gorgeous color of pink with a pinch of purple in it. There is again a load of those holographic flakies and a huge punch of that shimmer. You have a beautiful red to orange to gold that pops. Here it is in 2 coats. Again, this type of color is absolutely gorgeous. I had a bee's knees lacquer on my top 20 of 2022 that was kind of similar to this, at least in formulation. I do need to come back and compare them to each other, but I want to say that this one is less purple than the one from Bee's Knees, so this one should be different enough that I could justify having both in my collection. I might have to compare them though at some point, or maybe put together a rainbow of this type of polish that I have in my collection, but this one is beautiful as well. So that one was Once Upon a Dream. And then our last pinky polish is this one called Magic Conch. And this one was For the Love of Polish Throwback, and this one is beautiful. This one is our lightest shade of pink, and it leans a little bit purple. There's also a load of those holographic flakies, which I think you can see a theme here with my order. There's also a beautiful shifting shimmer in this one. There is blue to green, and I think a pinch of purple at extreme angles. It looks absolutely gorgeous against this base. Here it is in 2 coats, and again, opacity wise, I really don't see anybody needing a third to reach full opacity. This had a gorgeous formula, and look at those flakies. I just can't get enough of them. They are stunning. So the glow on this one is very different from the previous 4. Those leaned a bit more on the red to gold side, whereas this one is that green to blue. So that one was Magic Conch. Now we're getting into our purples. This first purple is I Wish to Be Entertained, and I think this one might have come out in the Bridgerton collection. I don't know if I'm remembering that correctly, but this one is absolutely gorgeous. I'm regretting not getting basically the entire collection when I could, but this one was still available when she launched for Black Friday, so I snatched this one up. I am a purple fan, so I was really happy to be able to add this one to my collection. You have this very slightly dusty shade of purple. There is a brightness to it, but there is that pinch of a dusty quality to it. And then it is absolutely jam-packed full of a shifting shimmer. This one is sort of a blurbly to blue with a bit of aqua, and it looks just gorgeous against this purple base. I think this is the first one that doesn't have those holographic flakies in it. And here it is in 3 coats. This is also the first one that needed 3 coats to reach full opacity, and that's because this one does have more of a jelly formula. But look at that glow. Such a beautiful color. This one ends up looking absolutely gorgeous on the nail. I really, really like this one. So that one was I Wish to Be Entertained. The next polish is this beautiful blue called Wildest Dreams, and this one is going back to our flaky formulas, so you have that load of those holographic flakies as well as a shimmer, this time in a blue base. The shimmer in this one also seems to be a larger particle size, so it adds a really beautiful dance to the nail. Here it is in 2 coats. This is a beautiful shade of blue. Those holographic flakes look stunning in it, and that pink shift in there is just stunning. So that one was Wildest Dreams. The next one is a small batch that I was able to grab. This one is called Bejeweled. It is another one that's packed with holographic flakies and shimmer, but the base color on this one is actually a gray, which is kind of hard to tell in the bottle. I would almost categorize this as more of a blue, but that's probably because what you're mainly seeing in the bottle is that shifting shimmer. But what you're seeing around the edges is more accurate to the color that it actually is when swatched. And then you have that pop of a blue glow at the portion of the nail that's facing the light. And here is Bejeweled in 2 coats. Again, beautiful opacity on this one. I don't see anybody needing a third to reach full opacity. I think this one is pretty unique to my collection. Most of the colors of gray that I have are cream polishes or maybe a cream with a shimmer, so this particular combination is pretty unique to my collection. I really like the blue glow against the base, and of course the addition of those holographic flakies, you know I love those. So that one was Bejeweled. And then our gift with purchase, I'm not really going to do it as a mystery spoiler warning or anything because it has been quite a few months since this was released, but this was our gift with purchase and it is called Lobelia, and it was one of their Black Friday gift with purchases for 2022. If I'm remembering correctly, I think there might have been a second freebie as well. I think it had to do with how much you spent. So if you spent up to a certain amount, you got this one. And then if you spent more past that, then you got the second one. So I just got the first one. This is a really beautiful shade of like a deep denim purple, if that makes any sense. There's a purple tone to this. And then it is loaded with a gold flaky. Now I wasn't too excited about the gold flaky aspect, but I will say I do really like it when it is swatched. Here it is on the nail in 2 coats. Look how beautiful that combination ends up looking. The gold doesn't really pop as a really strong yellow gold, so I think that's why I ended up liking this one. And of course the combination of it with that really deep base is really stunning, and it's not like anything else I have in my collection, so very unique. I'll have to keep my eye out for more polishes that she releases with this type of flaky now that I know that I actually like it. And again, beautiful in 2 coats. So that gift with purchase was Lobelia. And there you have it. That was my haul for Black Friday from Polish. Let me know down below which ones were your favorites or if you bought any yourself for Black Friday from Polish. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you're new, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos, and I will see you in that next one.